Welcome to the Tableau quick table calculations video, and I'm in the 5th chapter called quick table calculations. And in this lesson I will explain you a lot of functions which is called quick table calculation, and it is really quick. And I'll explain you once I will go through running total, moving average, percent difference, and the significance of each of the function and the applicability also. Let's take some data set and do some hands-on. I'll take the same data set which is the global superstore, and now I am importing the data set into Tableau. I have drag and drop that data set into Tableau desktop to open it. And as you know that in the same data set I have 3 sheets. I'll use order sheet for this example, and I've just dragged that and I'm connecting live. Now let's take sales and order date. So sometimes, as you know, there are various spikes and all, but end of the day, how much is your total sales for last 3 years or last 4 years? If somebody asks, it is a one-click thing. From quick table calculations you will do a running total, and if for some reason you want to plot both at the same time, and let's say the sales of each month in the bar form, then you can quickly see, I'm making it manual, both the trend at the same time. And if you happen to want both the plot in the same graph, you make it as a dual axis. So you can quickly see that how your sales has progressed month over month and what is your total sales at the end of the period. Okay, it is very similar to any cricket chart. You must have observed that every every over there are scores are being done, and at the end of the 50 over there is a total score. So it is a typical use of a running total. Let's go to the moving average and the case. Okay, in share markets and all, where you have very fluctuating data, every day shares are moving up and down, you can consider this sales as a share. So it's sometimes very difficult to understand. So if you do a moving average, then it gives you a correct picture. So what it does, I'll explain. It takes previous two values, means previous 2 quarters, and it takes current quarters and it divided by 3. Now if for some reason you want to exclude current quarter, you may exclude that. If you want to increase the number of weeks it should consider, let's say 5 weeks, you can do that. So the more number of weeks you include, you are actually damping the graph so that you actually get to know the exact pattern. It's a long-term pattern. Now if you plot both the graph on the same chart, and I'll make it dual axis again, and I'll make the original sale little grayish to make it more prominent, and I'll synchronize the axis and I will remove the other header. Okay, so now you can quickly see, even if there are a lot of fluctuations in the sales at a week basis, but there is a long-term trend which is clearly coming out from the moving average thing, and that is one of the greatest applicability of moving average in various share markets. Okay, now let's go to the percent difference, why it is required. Now let's take sum of sales year on year or maybe quarter on quarter, and let's do a percent difference from there. Okay, and let's take the sales also, and let's do a dual axis. Okay, and let's make the sales as a bar graph, and I'll reduce the size a little bit. Okay, and I'm changing the color of this to attractive color, and I'll take the label also. Now you will be able to understand and appreciate why I am doing that. From quarter 1 2011 it was 335,000, and in quarter 2 it was 478,000. So the jump from quarter 1 to quarter 2 is 42.6%. But from quarter 2 to quarter 3, although it looks like 2,000, 3,000 to 4,000 and 4,000 to 6,000, but actually you have decreased the growth from 42% to 28%. So sometimes it is very obvious that graph does not reveal you same thing. So you need to have such analytical functions like percent difference and all. So there are a lot of applicability in various cases, and now I will quickly explain you a lot of YTD things. So before that, I'll create a calendar for maybe 5 years or 4 years what data we have. So that's a typical calendar for any financial company would look for, and you do a sum of sales at every month, so you can see there is a trend. Now if for some reason you want to understand the YTD growth, and let's take sales also at the same time, so you get to see that from January 2001 to January 2012 there was a growth of 37%. Okay, so like that there are various YTD functions are there: YTD growth, YTD total, year over year growth, compound growth. These are like ready to use functions for various financial applications. I leave it up to you to play it with this, and I will explain you the rank and percentile in a quick manner. So I have a data, employee and salary. I just put it into Tableau. It's a pretty straightforward data, and I take salaries of all the employees and employee IDs. So if somebody asks who is the highest salary taker in your company, you can quickly do a rank, and you get to know the total ranks. Okay, and if for some reason somebody wanted to know that what is the total percentile, so you actually break the entire thing into percentile, and if you want to do some coloring, you can do that. You just take that here, and I'm just doing a red, green, maybe this color, and make it a, so you can see that who are the top percentile, top 20 percentile, maybe the color like that. So this gives you a so you have actually segregated the entire data into 0 to 100%, which is in the percentile form. And if you want to have the salary also in that header, you can do that. So that's pretty much for this lesson. Thank you for watching this video.